If you're over 50 and taking probiotics, I need to tell you something your doctor won't. Your gut is dying right now, and those expensive probiotics, they might be making it worse. Look, I know what you're thinking. Not another gut health video. But hear me out, because what I'm about to show you has nothing to do with what you've been told. You've been doing everything right. You bought the probiotics. You're eating yogurt. Maybe you even tried kombucha. But here's what's happening. After 50, your gut lining deteriorates at a rate of about 2% per year. That means by 60, you've lost 20% of your gut's ability to protect you. And here's the kicker. Probiotics can't fix a broken fence. You're feeding good bacteria to a gut that can't even hold them anymore. It's like pouring water into a cracked bucket. I'm going to show you exactly why this is happening to your gut right now. But first, and this is critical, you need to understand the 3 things that are destroying your gut lining every single day. Things you're doing right now without even knowing it. And the third one, it's in your kitchen. You probably used it this morning. Now, I know you're feeling this. The bloating after meals that didn't used to happen. The bathroom issues you don't want to talk about. That brain fog in the afternoon. The way your pants feel tighter even though you're eating less. You thought it was just aging. Your doctor said it's normal for your age. But here's what they didn't tell you. This isn't normal, and it's not permanent. I've seen over 2,000 patients reverse this. But you have to stop doing what everyone thinks works. All right, let's talk about destroyer number 1. And this is going to make you angry. You know those healthy smoothies everyone's drinking? The green ones with spinach and kale? They're loaded with something called oxalates. And after 50, your gut can't process them like it used to. Here's what nobody tells you. Oxalates are literally crystals. Sharp, microscopic crystals that scrape your gut lining every single time you drink that health smoothie. Now, I'm not saying kale is evil, but if you're over 50 and drinking green smoothies every day while wondering why your gut hurts, this is why. And it gets worse. Because oxalates don't just damage your gut. They accumulate. In your kidneys, your joints, your thyroid, that kidney stone you had 2 years ago, that joint pain you blame on arthritis, your gut might be screaming at you. Quick fix while we're here. If you love your smoothies, cook your greens first. 5 minutes of steaming reduces oxalates by 80%. Simple. Effective. Your gut thanks you. Destroyer number 2 is even sneakier, and it's probably in your medicine cabinet right now. NSAIDs, ibuprofen, Advil, Aleve. You know, the pills you pop for your back pain or headaches. Every single pill creates microscopic tears in your intestinal lining. And if you're taking them regularly 2, 3 times a week, you're basically sandblasting your gut from the inside. I get it. You're in pain. You need relief. But here's the cruel irony. Those NSAIDs are creating inflammation in your gut, which creates more inflammation in your body, which makes you take more NSAIDs. It's a trap. And the scary part? Gut damage from NSAIDs can happen in as little as 2 weeks of regular use. 2 weeks. That's faster than you can grow a sunflower. Now, before you panic, I'm going to give you 3 NSAID alternatives that actually heal your gut while managing pain. But you need to understand destroyer number 3 first. Because this is the one that shocked me when I discovered it. And it's definitely in your kitchen. All right, here it is. Destroyer number 3. Vegetable oils. Canola oil. Soybean oil. Corn oil. The ones they told you were heart healthy for the last 30 years, they're destroying your gut lining. And here's why this makes me so frustrated. These oils are in everything. Your salad dressing, your mayonnaise, restaurant food, that healthy protein bar. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids. And when heated, which happens during processing and cooking, they create compounds called aldehydes. Fancy science word. But here's what it means for you. Aldehydes are toxic to your gut cells. They literally poison the protective mucus layer in your intestines. And after 50, your body can't neutralize these toxins as efficiently. So they build up, day after day, meal after meal. Think about how much vegetable oil you've consumed in the last month. In your cooking, at restaurants, in packaged foods. But here's the good news. Your gut can start healing in as little as 72 hours once you stop the damage. Switch to these instead. Extra virgin olive oil for cold use. Avocado oil for high-heat cooking. Coconut oil for baking. Your gut will feel the difference within a week. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Probiotics. The probiotic industry is worth $77 billion. With AB, and they've convinced everyone that gut health equals probiotic pills. But here's what the research actually shows. Most probiotics never make it to your colon alive. They die in your stomach acid. And the ones that survive, they don't colonize. They just pass through. So you're spending $40, $50, $60 a month on expensive poop. Literally, you're creating expensive poop. Now, before the comment section explodes, I'm not saying all probiotics are useless. Here's the truth. Probiotics can work, but only if you have a healthy gut lining first. Remember that cracked bucket? You have to repair the fence before you stock the garden. And that's what nobody's telling you. So let me show you how to actually repair your gut lining. This is the protocol I use with my patients. And it works in a specific order. Miss one step, and you're back to square one. All right, here's the gut repair protocol. For steps, in this exact order. Step 1. Remove the destroyers. For the next 30 days, yes, 30 days, you need to eliminate vegetable oils, minimize NSAIDs, and reduce high oxalate foods. I know that sounds hard, but your gut needs a break. Think of it like this. If you had a cut on your arm, you wouldn't keep scratching it, right? Your gut is the same. Stop the injury first. Step 2. Restore the gut lining. This is where most people get it wrong. They jump straight to probiotics. But you need to rebuild the foundation first. Here's what actually works. L-glutamine. It's an amino acid that your gut cells use as fuel. Studies show 5 grams, 3 times a day, can repair leaky gut in as little as 8 weeks. This isn't woo-woo. This is what we use in hospitals for patients with damaged intestines. It's proven. You also need zinc carnosine, heals gut lining directly. Bone broth, rich in collagen and gelatin that seal tight junctions. And aloe vera, but inner leaf only, not the outer latex part. Most people feel less bloating within 10 to 14 days on this protocol. Your body wants to heal. You just have to give it the right tools. But here's where it gets interesting, because step 3 is where we address something called your gut garden. And most people have a dead garden without even knowing it. Step 3, re-inoculate your gut garden. Your gut is like a garden, and you have about 100 trillion bacteria living there. That's more bacterial cells than human cells in your entire body. But after 50, diversity drops. Antibiotics, stress, poor diet, medications, they all kill off beneficial species. And when diversity drops, bad bacteria move in. Now, this is where probiotics can help, but not the ones you're buying. The probiotics at CVS or Walmart. They usually contain 1 to 3 species, mostly lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. That's like planting only roses and expecting a rainforest. You need diversity. Look for probiotics with at least 10 to 15 different species. And here's the key. You need soil-based organisms. Species like Bacillus subtilis and Bacillus coagulans. These can survive your stomach acid, and they actually colonize. But the real secret? Food-based probiotics blow supplements out of the water. Fermented foods. Sauerkraut. Real, refrigerated sauerkraut. Not the shelf-stable garbage. Kimchi. Kefir, which has 40 to 60 different species compared to yogurt's 2 to 3. Real pickles fermented in brine, not vinegar. 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut with dinner. That's it. That delivers billions of probiotics to your gut. And it costs $6 a jar. People report better digestion, less gas, and clearer thinking within 2 to 3 weeks of adding fermented foods. Your gut bacteria influence your brain. Fix the gut, fix the mood. But there's one more step. And this one is non-negotiable if you want lasting results. Step 4. Feed your gut garden. Here's what most people miss. Probiotics are living things. They need food. And their food is called prebiotics. Prebiotics are types of fiber that you can't digest, but your gut bacteria love. Think of it like fertilizer for your garden. Americans eat an average of 15 grams of fiber per day. Your gut needs 35 to 40 grams. Minimum. Without enough prebiotics, your good bacteria starve. Even if you're taking expensive probiotics, even if you're eating fermented foods, they can't survive without food. It's like buying a garden, planting beautiful flowers, and never watering them. They die, obviously. But here's the beautiful part. This is the easiest step, and it tastes good. Best prebiotic foods: garlic and onions, cooked or raw. Jerusalem artichokes, the prebiotic king. Asparagus. Underripe bananas, the greener, the better. Oats. Apples. Leeks. 1 underripe banana in the morning. Garlic in your dinner. A bowl of oatmeal. You just fed trillions of bacteria. Pro tip: there's a supplement called inulin. It's a concentrated prebiotic fiber. Start with 1 teaspoon per day, mixed in water or coffee. Don't start with more, or you'll have the gas situation of your life. Trust me, start low, go slow. So let's recap the protocol. Remove the destroyers. Restore the lining. Re-inoculate with good bacteria. Feed them properly. Follow this order, and your gut can transform in 60 to 90 days. I've seen it happen over 2,000 times. Now, I need to be straight with you about something. If you ignore your gut health after 50, the consequences go way beyond bloating and bathroom issues. A damaged gut is linked to autoimmune diseases, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, depression and anxiety, even Alzheimer's. Here's why. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. When your gut lining breaks down, bacteria and toxins leak into your bloodstream. Your immune system goes haywire trying to fight them. Your body starts attacking itself. Inflammation everywhere. Your joints hurt. Your brain gets foggy. You gain weight no matter what you eat. And the worst part? Most doctors will treat each symptom separately. Arthritis medication, antidepressants, diabetes drugs. But nobody addresses the root cause, your dying gut. But you're here. You're learning. You're ahead of 95% of people your age. The time to act is now, not next month, not after the holidays. Your gut is dying at 2% per year, remember? Every day you wait is another day of damage. But every day you take action is a day of healing. Before we wrap up, I want to give you 3 bonus tips that will supercharge your gut healing. Bonus tip number 1, chew your food. Sounds obvious, right? But most people swallow after 5 to 7 chews. You need 20 to 30. Digestion starts in your mouth. Enzymes in your saliva break down food. When you don't chew enough, your gut has to work harder. More stress on an already damaged system. Bonus tip 2, stress management. Your gut and brain are connected by the vagus nerve. When you're stressed, your gut stops working properly. 5 minutes of deep breathing before meals. That's it. Activates your rest and digest mode. Better digestion, better nutrient absorption. Bonus tip 3, stop eating 3 hours before bed. Your gut needs time to repair itself. It does this during sleep. But if you eat late, your gut is busy digesting instead of healing. Move dinner earlier. Stop the late night snacking. Your gut will thank you with better sleep and more energy in the morning. Now, I want to know, which destroyer were you guilty of? The green smoothies? The NSAIDs? The vegetable oils? Drop a comment below. Be honest. No judgment here. We're all learning together. And if you think probiotics DO work without fixing the gut first, defend your position in the comments. I love a good debate, and I might be wrong. Listen, if you made it this far, you're serious about your health. And that matters. You now know more about gut health than 99% of people. You have a protocol. You have the tools. What you do next determines whether this information changes your life or just becomes another video you watched. Here's what I want you to do right now. And I mean before you close this video. Number 1, screenshot the 4-step protocol. Put on your phone. Make it your screensaver if you have to. Number 2, check your kitchen. Find the vegetable oils. Read the labels on your salad dressings, your mayo, your snacks. Knowledge is power. Number 3, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I'm releasing a follow-up video next week on the 3 gut healing foods that work faster than any supplement. One of these foods reversed my patient's IBS in 21 days, and it costs less than $5. I've also created a free, downloadable gut repair meal plan. Link is in the description. 7 days of recipes, shopping list included. Everything we talked about today. Your gut is your second brain. It's the foundation of your immune system. It determines your mood, your energy, your life quality. At 50, 60, 70, you deserve to feel amazing. Not just okay for your age. Actually amazing. You're not too old. Your gut isn't too damaged. It's never too late to heal. So take action today. Start with one thing. Remove the vegetable oils. Add some sauerkraut. Small changes create massive results. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of that gut. It's the only one you've got.